For Honor has arrived, offering both a single-player campaign and multiplayer option, pitting knights, Vikings and samurai against each other following a medieval apocalyptic catastrophe. It's an unusual mix, but somehow it works well, even if the story portion of the game is largely forgettable. It's fair to say that multiplayer is where the game shines, although at least the campaign serves as a tutorial to get you up to speed with the action. Starting off following the plight of the knights, you'll watch as Apollyon, the leader of the Blackstone Legion, tries to wage an all-out war between the three factions. This is followed by playing through from Vikings' point of view and rounded up by the plight of the samurais. When you first start off, the campaign acts as a tutorial of sorts, having you learn a slightly complex style of combat, which sees you holding L2 to target enemies while using the right stick to choose a direction for both attack and defence. While defending is mostly guesswork in the harder difficulty levels, in modes such as normal, you'll be told which way the enemy is planned to hit, giving you the chance to counter before using the right bumper or trigger to perform a light or heavy attack respectively. Missions within the campaign offer a variety of objectives, whether that's opening a gate, capturing certain points on the map or fighting main bosses to complete your task. You may also have to team up with AI to take down hordes of enemy and more. What's interesting about the combat is you don't need to lock on when it comes to taking out the AI grunts. You simply cut through them all like butter with your weapons, although you always have a more difficult opponent which will call the lock and defend button into action. As you progress, you earn certain perks which can help you through the game. This allows you to heal and refresh your stamina during battle, although perhaps this can be too much of an advantage, as even on higher difficulty levels you can run away from the top bosses, heal yourself and then go back in, watching as they kindly stand there waiting for you to return. This is all a bit odd, especially when the highest difficulty level is called realistic. The campaign really is a little hit and miss, starting off feeling like a tutorial and lacking in the off factor which would have you praising it to anyone who'll listen. In reality, it feels nothing more than an introduction to the main event of multiplayer, which thankfully is where the real fun is to be had. Multiplayer is a bit unforgiving for those who are new to the complexities of battle, which is likely why the single player campaign was included in the first place. The online component offers 5 different modes in Dominion, Skirmish, Elimination, Brawl and Duel, the latter 3 of which are elimination style modes, while Skirmish is basically team deathmatch with included AI, and Dominion is a mode which sees you fight for control of 3 zones in different areas of the battlefield. As with most multiplayer games, as you play, you'll level up your character and gain new abilities, while you can also earn new items and steal, the latter of which is used to unlock characters and items. In addition, you also find items, allowing you to add new weapons and armour to your character, which is where the customisation aspect comes into play. What really annoys me about Ubisoft games in general is that they're online only. This means if the servers decide to break or disconnect, you cannot play. This goes for the single player, multiplayer and versus AI, and of course the main multiplayer component. I don't really understand the need to make people's games worthless if they don't connect, but it seems to be the way with Ubisoft these days, so be warned, if the servers go down, which happened to me on a few occasions during the course of this review, then the game will be worthless. Thankfully the majority of the time For Honor did work, and its action was pretty epic. As I said, it can be a very steep learning curve, however, once you master the combat fighting against online opponents, it's very impressive indeed. Whether you're in 1 vs 1, 2 vs 2 or 4 vs 4 battles, you can't fail to be impressed with what is unfolding before your eyes. It's exciting, tactical, and a whole lot of tense, action-packed bloody fun, and whether you win or lose, you always feel satisfied after every fight. You'll need to invest time in order to become a master of online combat, but when the game looks this good and action-packed, it's pretty easy to stick around. It's just a shame the single player campaign lets it down. Thanks for joining us for this video. Please remember to like and subscribe and we'll see you next time.